Hey guys, it's Mallard with another stamp video, and today we are going to be doing two album searches. I do not think these albums will be quite as good as the one we did in the previous video, but who knows, hopefully we can find some awesome stamps in here and I can share them with you guys. If you've seen my recent album searches, you'll know that I got these three albums from my buddy Fabian. Got them off of Facebook, off of a group, a stamp collectors group there. I paid a total of $200 for all three albums, so these are the last two that I'm going to go through. Like I said, these are definitely newer albums. I don't think there's going to be quite as many good stamps in here, but hey, we could be surprised. We had some awesome Western Australia, South Australia, Victoria stamps in the previous video. If you want to check that out, do that. If not, it's all good. Fabian, again, thank you so much for sending me these albums and for keeping your word. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these albums. We're going to go through the pages. I'm only going to bring you in when I find something that I think is really, really interesting or really, really cool that I want to share with you guys. I'm also giving my thoughts on what I think about these two albums. The previous album was awesome. Hopefully these can live up to that hype. And we've come to our very first album page that is decently full. As you can see, these are from Argentina. We do have some earlier ones up there on the top, but nothing too special. As I turn the page, again, a little chaotic, but still got a good selection of stamps to choose from. Probably going to leave these in the album and give them to somebody else because I don't really collect Argentina stamps. I do have a decent, I think like 3 pages, stockbook pages full of them, including a misprint, one of those stamps. So Argentina is pretty cool. Not super interested in it, but this is boding well. We got some full pages with stamps. Hopefully we can keep the good luck going. Next big group of stamps is Brazil, and this page is full. I don't know if they actually took time to put these in the order by year. As you can see, I think those are definitely newer stamps right down there. These up here are older. That one's nice on the top there, but nothing super special here. Let's keep looking. So we are near the end of the album. Unfortunately, this album hasn't had a ton in it, and there's a reason why. As you can see, the U.S. section has been picked absolutely clean. All these commemoratives are gone. Some of the hinges are still there. There's even a few stamps laying around, some damaged stamps. That's probably why the person left this. It looks like that's super common. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm not disappointed in this album in the least. There was a few good pages, but it looks like they picked from this album, maybe even put in the album we did previously, or the album that is sitting right over there that we're going to go through in 1 second. All albums, most of the time when you get them, they're going to be picked through at least a little bit. Very rarely you're going to get an untouched album, and this one is definitely touched, but it's all good. We'll keep going. Hopefully we can find something, another page in here. If not, we'll move on to the second album. That first album is over. Not too much in it. That's okay. Fabian said he got this from a locker. I'm not sure what exactly that means in particular, but it looks like this used to be an estate sale and they were selling it for $160. Let's see if $160 makes sense for what is inside this album. Let's get into it. So right off the bat, this album is looking better. Usually, if you can open an album and if the US section is first, you can usually look at the first page and kind of know what this album you can expect from this album. We do have a banknote there, which is a decently early one. You have to check for secret marks and stuff. That could even be on blue paper. Who knows? Flip the page. Whoops. And we do have very common commemorative. That looks like the Dark Lake. Another banknote. Pretty common stamps here. Flip the page. Probably some Perf 12s, Perf 11s over there. Is that a coil? Not even a coil. There's that red line on the top. Does not make it more valuable. Don't think it does. Just kind of leaving this live with you guys. Come over here. Come down. Oh, nice. It's actually a Molly picture down there. That's awesome. So got a pretty sweet stamp there. I'll definitely be pulling that one out in a second. And I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to bore you with all these common U.S. stamps, but off the bat, we had a super early banknote and that one right there. So hopefully this album is going to continue to give us some good stamps. I think this page is actually going to be one of the better finds we have today. As you can look, Armenia. We got some nice old-looking stamps. Kind of look like they're from Azerbaijan. I know that one I think is from Azerbaijan. So I'm going to have to go do some research and make sure I put the stamps in the right places. But pretty good-looking page. Like I said, again, I believe some of these are from Azerbaijan, so I'm just going to have to go check that out. But Armenia, looking good. I thought this page was pretty cool. Bangladesh. I actually don't think I have a ton of stamps from Bangladesh, or I definitely don't collect them. But this is a cool little lot here of stamps from Bangladesh. Let me know your thoughts on stamps from Bangladesh. If I had probably found these, if they didn't say Bangladesh at the bottom, I definitely would think they were from Nepal or something. But pretty cool section. Not sure what I'm going to do with this. I might just leave it for the next person, but love that stamp. And we've made it all the way to Moravia. And guys, we've got some good stamps down here. All the way down, we got a 50 center. And even over here, we got an 80 center. It's not cents, but pretty good, you know, Moravia section there. And then we move on. It keeps going, guys. This person was pretty big into Moravia, as you can tell. These guys are actually pretty great stamps to have. Moving on down. Even got a few of the overprints down here. Gonna have to go back through this at some point. That's a pretty clean looking Moravia section. Moving down, got some overprints there. There. So this person was good. This person did a good job here. Looks like we got some Dutch Reich stamps right there as well. Go down. 2.5 mark. And it looks like that's it. But guys, this was a pretty good pull right here. I'm gonna have to take some time and go through these and organize them. I usually put my Moravia stamps into my German stamp stock book. That one's getting pretty full, but I'll try and make it work. Coming up to Egypt, we've got some good early ones up there. I did start an Egypt stock book page, because I did run across a few in that first album. Some pretty complete looking sets here, which is fun. Man, it's just, you buy albums and you just don't realize how much work you basically are making yourself do in the future. But yeah, good little album page. I'll keep running through these real quick. We'll go to this final page. A few more modern stamps, but still nothing to stick your nose up at. Let's keep rolling. We are coming up to the end of this album. Come across Greece. Would you look at that? Some super early Greek stamps here. I'm assuming since they have some of these early Greek stamps that this Greek section will be pretty full. And, well, that was easy to guess. As you can see, this person loves Greece, or got a big box full of stamps from Greece, and they just decided to put them all into this album. And I'm actually super pumped about these guys. I know some of these can be, you know, super sought after and hard to find, so excited to look those up in my Scott catalog and see what we got. Let's get to the end of this album. We only have a few pages left. Hopefully we can find at least one more, you know, country that's pretty full. We have completed our search of this album and that album right there. So this one was a little more underwhelming than that first one with these sections, but I still can't complain. These are two stamps that I actually, of course, didn't show you the sections just because it wasn't worth it. I didn't show you Great Britain, France, and Italy just because those are super common stamps, as well as Germany. Nothing right home about, but I did pull these out. South Australia, kind of in honor of our last video we did. And then I did pull out, find this one right here. We got a 10-cent super early Hong Kong stamp. Love it. And yeah, I actually have started to pull out stamps already. I'm going to start organizing those into my stock books. But yeah, I mean, this album search was definitely successful. I'm not complaining. Altogether, paying $200 for the basically searching the past two videos, $200. I'm happy. My Australia collection grew. Found some awesome stamps in this album as well as the previous albums. And always fun to search. As long as I can find albums for the right price, I'm definitely going to buy them and look through them, and I'll share those moments with you guys. And as always, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching.